Your focus is under attack. Every notification, every distraction, every shiny object is designed to steal your attention. And most people have given up. They accept that focus is impossible in the modern world, but they are wrong. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you that unwavering focus isn't a gift you're born with, it's a skill you build. And the three practices that will help you develop focus so powerful that nothing can shake it. I used to think I just wasn't a focused person. My mind wandered constantly. I'd sit down to work, and within 5 minutes, I'd be scrolling, checking messages, thinking about other things. And I blamed myself. I have no discipline. I have no willpower. I'm just distracted by nature. But that wasn't true. I didn't lack the ability to focus. I just hadn't trained it. Focus is like a muscle. If you don't use it, it atrophies. And in our distraction-filled world, most people have let their focus muscle completely atrophy. Then I learned the secret. Focus isn't about forcing your attention to stay on one thing. It's about removing everything that pulls your attention away. It's about creating conditions where focus is the path of least resistance. And it's about training your mind to come back when it wanders. Because it will wander, that's normal. But you can train it to wander less and return faster. And when you do that, you develop unwavering focus. Not because you're superhuman, but because you've built the skill. Here's what we're covering. First, why focus has become so hard and what's actually destroying your attention span. Second, the three types of distractions and how each one hijacks your focus. And third, the three practices that will build unwavering focus so you can do deep work in a shallow world. Let's start with why focus is hard. Your brain is wired for novelty. New information gives you a dopamine hit. And every app, every website, every notification is designed to exploit that. They're engineered to be addictive, to give you quick hits of novelty and dopamine so you keep coming back. And every time you check your phone, every time you switch tabs, every time you give in to distraction, you're training your brain that focus is optional, that discomfort can be avoided, that you don't have to stay with one thing. And over time, your focus muscle weakens, your attention span shrinks, you lose the ability to sustain attention on difficult or boring tasks. You need constant stimulation, constant novelty, and you can't do deep work, can't read long books, can't have deep conversations, can't sit with yourself without reaching for your phone. You've become addicted to distraction, and that addiction is destroying your potential. But here's the good news. Focus can be rebuilt. It takes time, it takes intention, but it's possible. You're not broken, you're just out of practice. And when you start practicing focus deliberately, you get it back, stronger than before. Because now you know what's stealing it, and you can protect it. Now here are the three types of distractions that hijack your focus. Distraction type 1, external interruptions. These are the obvious ones. Notifications, people talking, noise, visual clutter. Your environment is pulling your attention away from what you're trying to focus on. And every time you get interrupted, it takes an average of 23 minutes to get back to deep focus. So if you're getting interrupted every 10 minutes, you never actually reach deep focus. You're constantly in shallow work mode, reacting, switching, never going deep. This is the easiest type to fix. You control your environment. Turn off notifications, close the door, put your phone in another room, use noise-canceling headphones, eliminate visual distractions. You're creating a fortress of focus, a space where external stimuli can't reach you. And when you do this, focus becomes so much easier. Because you're not constantly defending against interruptions, you've removed them. Distraction type 2, internal restlessness. This is harder to fix. It's not external, it's inside you. Your mind is restless, bored, uncomfortable with the task, and it wants to escape. So it creates thoughts. I should check my email. I wonder what's happening on social media. Maybe I should get a snack. This is boring. This is hard. I don't want to do this. And you give in to those thoughts. You leave the task. You seek relief. And you lose focus. This happens because you're not comfortable with discomfort. Focus requires staying with something even when it's boring, hard, or uncomfortable. But we've been conditioned to avoid discomfort at all costs, to seek pleasure and ease constantly. So the moment something gets difficult, we flee, we distract ourselves, and we never build the capacity to sit with discomfort, to stay with hard things, to push through boredom, to reach flow on the other side. Distraction type 3, cognitive overload. This is when you're trying to focus, but your mind is too full. you have 100 open loops, 1,000 things to remember, decisions to make, problems to solve, and all of that is taking up mental bandwidth. So even when you try to focus on one thing, part of your mind is still worrying about all the other things. You're not fully present, you're scattered, fragmented, and focus becomes impossible because you're trying to hold too much at once. This happens when you don't have systems, when you're carrying everything in your head, when you haven't closed loops or captured information. Your mind is trying to be a filing system, and it's failing. Because minds aren't designed for storage, they're designed for processing. And when you free up your mind by externalizing information, focus becomes natural, because your mental bandwidth is available for the task at hand. Now here's how to actually build unwavering focus. These practices will strengthen your focus muscle and protect it from distractions. Practice number 1, single tasking with protected time blocks. This is the foundation. You schedule blocks of time, ideally 90 to 120 minutes, where you do one thing and only one thing. No multitasking, no switching, just one task with your full attention. And you protect this time like it's sacred. You don't schedule meetings during it. You don't answer calls. You don't check messages. This time is for deep work and nothing else. During this block, your only job is to stay with the task. When your mind wanders, you notice and bring it back. When you feel the urge to check your phone, you notice and stay with the task. When boredom or discomfort arises, you notice and stay with the task. You're training your focus muscle, teaching it that you can sustain attention, that you don't have to give in to every distraction impulse. And the more you do this, the stronger your focus becomes. Start with shorter blocks if 90 minutes feels impossible, maybe 25 minutes, maybe 45, and gradually increase. You're building capacity, and every time you complete a focused block, you're proving to yourself that you can do it, that you can focus, and that builds confidence, which makes future focus sessions easier. Practice number 2, the 2-minute rule for returning to focus. Your mind will wander, that's guaranteed. You'll get distracted, that's normal. The skill isn't never getting distracted. The skill is noticing quickly and returning to focus. And here's the rule. Whenever you notice you've lost focus, you have 2 minutes to return to it. Not 2 hours, not tomorrow. 2 minutes, right now. This prevents distraction spirals. You know the pattern. You check your phone for just a second, 20 minutes later, you're still scrolling. That happened because you didn't catch it within 2 minutes. You let the distraction take over. But when you have the 2-minute rule, you catch it fast. Oh, I'm on my phone, back to work. Oh, I'm daydreaming, back to the task. You're shortening the distraction cycle, and over time, the distractions get shorter and shorter because you're training your brain that distractions don't get to last long. You can also pair this with physical cues. When you notice you've lost focus, take a breath, feel your feet on the ground, shake your hands, do something physical that signals to your brain, we're refocusing now, and then immediately return to the task. No judgment, no beating yourself up. Just notice, reset, return. That's the practice. Practice number 3. Close all open loops before you focus. This is the game changer. Before you start your focus session, do a brain dump. Write down everything on your mind, every task, every worry, every idea. Get it all out of your head and onto paper. This closes the loops. You're not carrying them anymore. They're captured, safe, and you can return to them later. But right now, your mind is clear, and clear minds focus easily. You can also use the worry window technique. Before focusing, give yourself 5 minutes to worry. Write down everything you're anxious about, everything you're afraid you'll forget, everything pulling at your attention. Then close the notebook. Say out loud, I've captured everything, I can let go now, and begin your focus session. Your mind trusts that the information is safe, so it can stop trying to remember it, and you can focus on what's in front of you. This also applies to decision making. If you have decisions weighing on you, make them before you try to focus, or schedule a specific time to make them. But don't carry unmade decisions into your focus time, because they'll drain your mental bandwidth. Close the loop. Decide or defer, but don't leave it hanging. Here's what I want you to understand. Unwavering focus isn't about never getting distracted. It's about creating conditions that minimize distractions and training yourself to return to focus quickly when you do get distracted. It's about protecting your attention like it's the most valuable resource you have, because it is. Your attention is your life. Where it goes, your life goes. And if you let it be stolen by distractions, you're letting your life be stolen. We covered why focus is hard. Your brain is wired for novelty and exploited by technology. We identified three distraction types: external interruptions, internal restlessness, cognitive overload. And we walked through three practices: single tasking with time blocks, 2-minute rule for returning, close all loops before focusing. This is how you build unwavering focus. Not overnight, but through consistent practice. Each focus session strengthens the muscle. Each time you return from distraction, you're training your brain. Each time you protect your attention, you're reclaiming your power. And over time, focus becomes your default, not distraction. And from that focus, you can create anything. So here's your practice. Tomorrow, schedule one 90-minute focus block. Pick your most important task. Turn off all notifications, close all loops, and focus. When you wander, return within 2 minutes. And at the end, notice, you just did something most people can't do anymore. You focused, and you can do it again and again until it's who you are. Let me know in the comments, what's your biggest focus challenge? And what's one distraction you're committing to eliminate? Unwavering focus isn't a gift, it's a practice, and you're capable of it. Welcome to Deep Work. This is where mastery lives.